Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another player analysis. We're going to look at Will Hayes' game against North Melbourne, the 2024 draftee, made his debut, and he built his game on solid grounds, being his pressure game. He really does have that Bobby Hill electric feel, and while maybe we didn't see that as much within the forward 50, he did well with the opportunities that presented. And I just want to sort of point towards some of these moments and show you why these are some really positive steps in the right direction. Whether or not he plays AFL next week or VFL, it will put him in good strides moving forward. He ends up having 7 touches, 6 tackles, which is the pressure we're talking about. Pressure acts. He accumulated 20 of those and had a shot on target as well. So let's get into this, right? All right, put this in the corner here. Will Hayes is currently, let's see what's cooking here. So we're on the boundary here. We're going long early in the game. And we just got Will Hayes out here doing a little bit of outside work here. So just keep an eye on him. Put some body on, gets on the outside, reads this. And he's steamrolling in to tackle Caleb Daniel there. Pressures him enough to force insufficient intent, so he gets a free kick for there. And he pounces on opposition very quickly. So I think Will Hayes will come in here late into the frame. So he's there, never really flat-footed, always ready to have an impact. And straight away, it comes from a while back, guys. You saw where he was in that initial frame to apply a tackle from behind here and get a repeat stoppage. No, that was holding the ball. My apologies. And then more tackling pressure from Will Hayes here. Does well not to give away a free kick for a high there. And then we've got him here. Front and center in case it falls short. Sticks the tackle. Follows up again. Gets this on the outside. Now, okay, we know what happens here. We know he gets chased down. But to be fair, maybe he can, when he gains more experience, he can see this. And then he can see this out the back. But you don't blame him trying to take this space to see things transpire a little bit more anyways. And he's got the speed. It's just he definitely didn't realize Wardlaw had the closing speed. And that's one of the realizations you have coming into the AFL is these players are extremely athletic. And I think he probably just underestimated that. And that's what happens. He gets chased down here. Sorry, I keep mucking up my buttons here. Go away, emojis. It just gets chased down. That's okay. No dramas with that. I have no qualms. Front and center from Will Hayes. Looks to give straight away. Doesn't see the best option just yet. And now hits Perryman there and they're out. This was a nice little sequence. Little tap to Houston, I think it was. A few handballs. We'll see Hayes just giving width here. He wants it. He'll get it. And we will see just a real calm, collected. He knows his ability. He can hit this kick inside 50. Really simple, but he's able to master it. Billy Frampton finds a nice little kick out in the wing. Sort of draws Hazy into this space here, which is a great kick. We'll see Nick Dacos coming in for that short 45 as well. He'll come working here. This kick can happen. It is risky. And if you're Will Hayes, who's just sort of finding his rhythm into his first game of AFL footy, I don't mind this not being acknowledged. He sees next here, you've got Membry and Cox in a contest. A few of our lads a little bit late to get front and center here. So not really a fault of Will Hayes there. You'll see North just flood this contest. So Darling kills it for a boundary throw in. Longy finds Pez. And I think we'll get Hazy here. Leads up, very nice. Okay. Delay. Doesn't see anything he likes just yet. Nick Dacos actually wheels back around here. He's not even looking at the play yet. You got Crispy giving width here. Just delays it enough. Bang. Nick Dacos in open space. Good composure. And he was opening up on the wing for another option. Hazy really active here, sort of splitting the difference between these two players here. So really smart. He can go either way here if needed. Ball goes long. He's on his bike to get front and center here, which is all you can ask for from him. hits this contest at pace. Fumbles this, but that's okay. Follows up, applies the tackle. I'm happy with that. That is good effort. Where's Hazy here? It comes from nowhere. Another tackle, and that's holding the ball. And this actually leads to a goal in the fourth quarter. Really, really important moment, of course. Nick Dacos giving him a rub on the head. And Nick's probably going to provide an option here. So once again, Will Hayes not looking to rush it into our forward 50. Gives it a moment. Finds Nick Dacos. Your best kick in the game. Why not? And then a little bit of forward stoppage craft here. So just with Zach Fisher there. Or is that O'Sullivan? Sort of goes one way. Trying to come here. Jukes him. And then reads that's going back front and center. He's there. Just gets that little bit of separation. Zach Fisher switches off for a half a moment. And then Will Hayes gets almost a shot on target, kind of falls short there. But really positive signs from what we saw from Will Hayes. Like I said, whether we see him at VFL level or AFL next week, it doesn't really matter for me. The positive is he got through a game, builds confidence, definitely didn't look afraid of the big shining lights under the roof at Marvel Stadium. And it just goes to show. I mean, Collingwood do pretty well with our late picks in the draft and with Will Hayes and Charlie West, and we'll see a little bit more about Joel Cochran at some point. We've really hit the treasure chest in this one. Next time we see Will Hayes, I dare say we'll see a little bit more forward 50 craft, but it was a difficult game all in all. North Melbourne hogged the ball for the first half, so it didn't give us much to work with. Will Hayes, really, he didn't touch the ball. He actually didn't have a stat to his name in the first quarter. So in 3 quarters, he was able to have 7 disposals and 6 tackles, and like I said, a shot on target. And in that second quarter, he had 4 tackles. When we were up against it, he was applying pressure within the confines of the contest. So really looking forward to Will Hayes building on that game. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and go Pies.